daisy, of course, but with extra blooming.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that started the season with 10,000 of this 4-piece collection. But now we only have 500 remaining, and that's it. So you
For the year.
For the year, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because these are nature, nature's plants.
And I love them. And if you send a child out in the garden, I don't care if you live in an arboretum, you send the child out and say, would you go pick some flowers for Papa? So the child comes back in, it's always the daisy. Always. The children love the daisies, and these bloom longer. The regular Shastas only bloom in late spring.
Okay.
As soon as the heat comes on, the plants go dormant. They fall over. That's the end of that. And then you have to deal with that mess. All season long, new foliage is coming up. New blooms are coming up. They never stop blooming. And if you don't have white flowers in the garden, you're cheating yourself, because these illuminate the colors.
I agree. I mean, even with fashion, right?
Yeah.
I like to wear white because it does. It brightens things up. It's a nice, fresh look. Now, again, this is something that is new this month. Very limited quantities remaining. You could take it home for $33.12. And remember, it's 4 pieces.
Yes.
Now, when I get these home, how tall can I expect them to get? How far should I plant them apart?
Well, they're pretty uniform. They get 20 inches tall.
Okay.
They get 20 inches wide.
Okay.
And if I'm having just these in the garden, then I plant these about 2 feet apart, because they do make a nice rounded habit. They're not rangy looking at all. You can mix them in with your daylilies. You can mix them in with your cone flowers. But anywhere you want to have white flowers all summer long, or if you've got a cutting garden, certainly add them to your cutting garden, because you'll always have white flowers to cut and bring inside the house. And I love these. And the next picture that we're going to show is in Aspen, Colorado, if you want to know how hardy these are. That's in Aspen. I design gardens out there, and I usually spend September in Aspen. I love hiking, and so I'm out there and seeing what they grow out there. And they have cone flowers out there too. So if you picked up our cone flower garden, this is a great daisy garden. A lot of people want just a daisy garden, and that's a perfect garden for the children, because they love the daisies.
Wow. Now, I do want to, I guess, just inform you that they are going pretty quickly. We only have 400 remaining, and that's out of the 10,000 that we started with. $33.12 gets them home, and remember, it's 4 pieces.
Yeah.
So this is what you can expect if you wanted to pot them like this, or you could plant them in the ground, right?
Plant them in the ground, and at only 20 inches tall. What I do for my clients when I've got a long flower border, a mixture of annuals and perennials, which, by the way, is the way to go. You can't have it all one way or the other and have it be really great. But I plant these at the front of the border because I want to see the white first. It's almost like your solar lights for the daytime. So you've got the white, and it guides your eye all the way down the border. And whether you're getting these or anything else, it's a good rule of thumb is at intervals have your white the same way you would have your solar lights, to guide your eye down.
And how will they arrive to me when I'm placing my order?
Well, I'm shipping you out plants that are good to go already, so they're coming out this size. They're going to bloom like crazy this year, because unlike the regular Shastas, they keep sending up new foliage, so they never look tired. They're sending up new blooms all the time, and these will be blooming about a month after you put them in the ground.
Wow.
And then they'll start blooming, and then next year they'll start blooming earlier than that once they get established. By the way, anything that's new, whether it's low maintenance or not, take good care of it the first year, and then you can walk away. The deer are not going to bother these.
No?
You don't have to spray these for anything. So when you send the children out to play in the garden, and a lot of people don't buy certain plants because you have to spray them. They've got pets, or they've got children who are out in the garden, and you just don't want to take any chances.
Right.
This is one of those easy peasy ones that you don't have to worry about.
Wow. Okay, so we have 300 remaining now. And 56647 is your item number to get this home. It's a 4-piece white Shasta daisy collection, $33.12. And I think you're right, Philip. Having these bright white colors, it just makes such a difference.
It makes a big difference, and you cut some for yourself. Make yourself a small arrangement. I live by myself, and I like it. By the way, I like it a lot. But what I do is that I'll cut flowers for myself. And sometimes I'll just have a little bouquet like
Look at that.
And I'll have it in the bathroom, or I have it by the kitchen sink, or I have it on the nightstand. I use my garden, I enjoy my garden, and make things nice for yourself. The older I've gotten, the more those little creature comforts that I want, and these will remind me of the ones that I grew up with, except those were only blooming in the spring. This blooms all summer, you know when you're putting out the fall chrysanthemums, planting those, these are still blooming. These are carrying on then. So it's a non-stop thing, and I coined that term perpetual, which is a perennial. It's not a rebloomer. It never stops blooming.
Wow. Wow, that's incredible. So 4 pieces.
Yes.
And I also just want to remind you, it's something that we just received this month. We've only had it here at QVC a couple days. Already our quantities are extremely limited. We only have 200 remaining at this point, and we had started with 10,000. Okay, so if this is something that you want for your garden, it's also the only white flower that we have in our show.
And it's the #1 white blooming perennial that we have. It's the #1 favorite flower of children. The daisy, you know, she loves me not, that sort of thing. But great to cut and bring inside, easy to take care of, no spraying, no deer problems. Once established, they're there for good. Mix them in with your daylilies, or if you happen to pick up our beautiful cone flowers and you want
this was a 2-piece that we had
this was
earlier.
a 2-piece. And say if you wanted to have the cone flowers, and I'm just going to use this as an illustration. Do you see how the white makes this look even more vibrant? This is that cone flower that we had on earlier. So see how that brightens it. Imagine that you've alternated things down the border, and that's what I do. But I think this illustrates my point about the importance of white flowers in the garden. You just got to have them.
And it really just reminds me of like spring and like, you know, like the daisy is such a happy little color. That's why you see it so much also in like logos for perfume bottles and things like that, you know, because they're just so happy and pretty. So to get this home, $33.12, you're receiving a set of 4. I can put them in the ground or potted, correct?
Or in a container. They're perfectly hardy. You'll get a growing guide that tells you everything you need to know and more. Save these. There are numbers on the back and website where you can reach us. We provide service 12 months out of the year.
Okay.
I mean, just call us up.
If you have any questions.
And the people that answer the phone are going to know what they're talking about.
Are knowledgeable, yeah.
So
now with this set too, I just want you to know we only have 150 of these remaining.
For the year.
I was going to say, Philip, so if we run out of this, you can't bring more to us?
That's it. Life,
Okay.
Life as you know it is over. I'm sorry.
Well, because these aren't manufactured somewhere.
They're not. And I have to tell you, our buyers used to do that too. I said, oh, can't you go get some more? I said, yeah, let me go look in the basement and see if I can find some in the corner. Not so. Once these are gone, they're gone. We grow them specially for you. We've got special things all season long. There'll be other things, just not this.
Okay. Now, I just want to let you know with this, only a couple dozen remaining, so we are last call, $33.12 to get home this 12-piece. There is free shipping and handling here as well. And don't forget, you know, everything from Cottage Farms has a guarantee. They come with the growing guide. They ship out when it's appropriate, so you're set up for success. So really, I mean, if you're a beginner, this is still a good collection for me?
Well, indeed it is, because I have to tell you, we cover everything. And you know, a lot of people think they can't garden. And this is what I say. Guess what? Maybe you can't. Maybe you kill everything. We've still got you covered. So don't worry. If you want to gamble, go to the casino. There's no gambling here.
Okay, well, something that is still to come is actually one of my favorite flowers is hydrangeas. You see this so much for weddings, especially.